Hello, everyone. Sherry Wary here. I am the CEO, founder, and empowerment strategist of Wary Consultations LLC, and I specialize in helping women and youth to live inspired and transformed lives. I'm a speaker, I'm an author, and just ultimately all that sums up into me just being passionate about helping people to be their best selves. So, April is my birth month, which I am so hyped about, okay? And it's the best month of the year, just to let y'all know. And in thinking about how I wanted to celebrate my birthday, I came up with this idea about 23 Days of Hope. So this is day number 3. If you would like to see days number 1 and 2, you can just go back and scroll through my channel and get those other videos as well. So today, I wanted to talk about hope to believe again. I have gotten to the point where I had lost all hope. For those of you who have been following my social media accounts for a while, like on Instagram and Facebook, I have shared about how in 2007, I actually attempted suicide. And I was so embarrassed about the fact that I had gotten to that point where I had lost complete hopelessness and had to try to take my own life. And so for years, I didn't even talk about it. And I was embarrassed about it because of the fact that I was a Christian, and so to be a person that was encouraging and supporting other people, but yet to not have that same support for my own self, or to be at that point when I was receiving it and reaching out to people to let them know the struggle that I was having, it was embarrassing. And I just didn't want people to know that I had got to the point where I was that vulnerable and that, I had really just been going through a lot. So I just didn't talk about it again. But years later, another part of my healing really came through me sharing my story and being able to talk about it. And what's been so awesome is the fact that, other people have been encouraged by that as well. So I'm really thankful to God that that has been the case. But getting to this point of being able to hope to believe again, I had to surrender all of that to God, my shame, my pain, my embarrassment, because like going through that whole ordeal of attempting to take my life, it showed me that there were some things that just were not okay. Like there were some things in my life where I thought I had gotten over it and got past it, but what I realized is that I had moved past it, but not really dealt with it, and moved through it like I needed to in order to get to a place of understanding and a place of just being okay with what happened, not necessarily justifying it, but being at a place like that happened, but this is who I am, and that's not all of who I am. And so I don't want to go into too many details about what happened in 2007 because I plan on doing a video specifically about that. And I'm going to share something that I have never shared before in regards to that attempt when I tried to take my own life. So make sure you keep, tuned in with these daily videos that I'll be posting up until April 23rd, which is my birthday. But anyways, getting back to this whole thing about hope to believe again, getting to that point, it really meant me surrendering everything to God and being honest about how I felt, my pain, my frustration, my anger, my hopes, my dreams, and things that I felt that I had lost the opportunity to even be able to achieve. And as I surrendered that to God, He began to give me peace. He healed my heart. He began to renew my mind and allowed me to be able to see life differently and to not see my mistakes as ultimate failures. One of the core values of my business is that every person is greater than the sum of their mistakes. And so no matter how many mistakes you've made, no matter how big they have been, no matter how much you feel you've messed up, you are still greater than the sum of your mistakes. Who God created you to be and the skills and the talents and your destiny and your purpose is greater than any mistakes that you have made. Now, there's going to be a process for you recovering through those mistakes, but even with going through that process, that still does not negate the fact that your mistakes are not greater than who you are and the destiny and the call and the value that your life still has in spite of what has happened. And so now I'm at that place where I can believe again. And so even after going through that process of really dealing with issues that I thought I had gotten over, I was able to start to live my life again. And so what I want to encourage all of you all who are watching this video is to, one, surrender. Surrender it all to God, to be honest about what has happened and how it has affected you. And 3, don't be ashamed no matter what has occurred, whether it's because of what people have done to you that is definitely not your fault, what people did out of their own issues is not your responsibility to carry that weight. And if you've made mistakes, or if you made mistakes, you don't carry that shame either. Again, you can pick up the pieces and build again. And so I'm thankful that now, all these years later, I mean, even before 2020, just the things that I've been able to accomplish and to try again, because of the fact that I was able to focus on hope and not focus on the devastation of what occurred and the devastation of my pain and just the depth of the hurt and disappointment that I had felt. So hope is what's going to help you to believe again. And even like with right now, 2020, I know we're in the midst of this global pandemic, which is really taking the world on this unexpected, uncertain, really uncomfortable time period. You've seen people who have lost their lives, and you have countries that are on shutdowns, when it comes to trying to flatten the curve, so to speak, as the officials are saying. And even in the midst of that, I can be honest and tell you I haven't lost hope. I've had people in my circle who are being affected. I have essential workers. I have people who work in the hospitals and are right there on the front lines. I have, again, essential workers or people in my circle who are essential workers in multiple industries. And I know people who have actually gotten the coronavirus, and I know people in my circle who have passed away. And while that definitely hurts to see that has happened, and it gives me concern, I do give that all to prayer, and I still have hope. You can grieve and have hope. You can have concern and have hope. You can use wisdom and precautions and still have hope. And so that's what's carrying me through, where even though, again, I'm taking precautions, I'm concerned about those in my circles who are being affected by this virus, whether by getting it or losing family members, or, just being essential workers who are right there on the front lines, is that still hope is carrying me through, and hope can carry you through again as well. So have the hope to believe again. This is temporary. This is not going to be permanent. And so still pursue those things in your heart that you've always wanted to do, even if you failed the first time that you tried, or the first few times. I'm in the process of, attempting some things this year that, I've tried a few times and it didn't work out. But, it's really a true desire in my heart. And I believe that, one day is going to come to pass, and it's going to come to fruition. And I'll share more about that journey once I'm on the other side of it, because I don't know what's going to happen just yet. I'm still in the midst of that part of my story unfolding. But even in the midst of not just that area of my life, but just all the areas of my life, is that I have a hope to believe again. So it has allowed me to, again, give light to others. Encouragement has allowed me to be in a place of contentment that I did not have back in 2007, and even a few years leading up to that. I'm in a place of contentment and wholeness that I only dreamed of and thought would never happen for me, but it has happened. And so no matter where you are, allow hope to cause you to believe again. Don't give up. Do not, you may need to take a break. You may need to rest. You may need to chill for a second, but get back up and try again, and have the hope to believe again. Believe in love. Believe in your professional aspirations. Believe in your health goals. Believe in the happiness that you want to have and fulfillment in your relationships. Believe in your self-value and that worth, and looking at yourself that you are enough outside of your titles and your accomplishments and your relationship status and anything of that nature. Just have hope to believe again. If you'd like to keep in contact with me, you can check out my website at sherrywary.com, or you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. On Instagram and Twitter is Sherry_Wary. On Facebook, you can like my business page at Sherry C. Wary, and the links to everything is going to be in the caption of this video. So take care. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow for day number 4 of 23 days of hope as we continue on this journey. And you're celebrating my birthday with me. So thank you so much for being part of my celebration. All right, take care. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.